Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you very, very much for taking time out of your day to be here, regardless if you are watching this live or if you're watching it as a VOD later. I do appreciate it tremendously. And of course, if you're on YouTube, as usual, please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. You guys have been on YouTube a long time, and if you keep returning to my content, you probably at some level enjoy it, or at least hate it enough to subscribe. So I appreciate you guys being here. If you're on Twitch, make sure you check to see if you've got a Prime Gaming sub. These things are free. Make sure you use them. Even if you don't use it here, don't care. Just use it. It's free. You already are paying for Amazon Prime. It's an additional bonus to that I think is very powerful. So anyway, all that said, I'm done yapping now about those things. And we all know I'm not done yapping. That never actually ends. So today's going to be a good day, man. We're going to get back into our normal routine. So today, I think we've only done 2 other Marvel Rivals streams since I returned to Overwatch. I had 4 of them scheduled. Actually, technically, including last week, I think it would have been 5. Maybe. I'd have to double check that. But we've had to skip a couple of them for various reasons, and a lot of people in my comments on like vertical videos especially have asked, you said you were going to keep some Rivals content. Where is it? So here we are. We're back in it, which is exciting. So, but before we get into Rivals today, we are going to get into aim training. But before aim training, we are going to just chat for just a few minutes. I really do want to be better about making this like a 10 to 15 minute window at the beginning of stream, just to engage with those that can be here and hang out and talk. If you are on either of the platforms, just know that your chats do show up just over here. It'll actually show up. It'll start at the very bottom and start kind of going up as we go through the stream. And on every single scene, if I'm not mistaken, every single one of them now, I believe I've done that, will actually have the chat box on them. So what's up, Menace for God? Thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. I do love that name, by the way. That is super cool. Have I ever asked you why you chose that name? Because that is a very specific set of words, and I think it's really cool. I was just wondering if you don't mind to share. I think it'd be really cool to find out about. I need to make sure my recording settings are back at the norm for the replay buffer today. Sure looks right to me. Ever since I increased my content amount, I've been realizing that I need to make my processes a bit more streamlined. They've been working and I've been getting content out, but it hasn't been getting out as quickly as I'd like to. It's been a little bit later than I'd like it to be posted and that kind of stuff. So I'm still working out the kinks, and that's been something I've been super focused on today. So I'm looking forward to getting that in a better rhythm soon. So, because I'm putting out 7 vertical videos a week, so 1 a day. I'm putting out 3 long form videos a week on YouTube, and I'm streaming on my normal schedule 4 times a week. And I'll be honest with you, if I didn't need the hours in Overwatch, I wouldn't stream 4 times a week. I'd stream maybe twice a week, once a week, because I really prefer to make my live streams more about like engaging with the community and talking with you guys, than I do to just creating content. I can create content without the live stream. Like, that's not necessary for most of what I create. So it can be fun to add into it though, like the tier lists and stuff. I think it adds a nice little element to have the chat on there. Menace Forgot answering my question said, I used to go by Crazed Menace, then I wanted to share my faith in my name, so I added God to it. Also to make my name 10 characters so I could add TV to my Battle.net name. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. So you had to, because is it a 12 character limit for Battle.net? What's up, Alvarez? There's a name I haven't seen in the YouTube chat in a minute. Honestly, it's been great. How's your day been? Hope it's going well for you. And you guys are seeing it now because we've had a couple of chats from YouTube, and we've had a couple on Twitch and one on YouTube, so you guys can actually see each other. That's something that I was working on quite heavily. So 12, yeah, okay. Why did you want to add TV to your Battle.net name? I'll be honest, I always kind of cringe at those. I wonder why. I've always wanted to ask somebody who had that name, and I feel like you and I we're homies enough that I can just ask you why you wanted that in there. And it used to be something like, so I've created, I don't know how long you've done this, Menace, but I've created content now for 7 years. So I started in 2018, like January 20th of 2018. And right before Fortnite hit its crazy, like the crazy peak. And we used to make fun of TTV streamers, like the TTV usernames. Oh, TTV, by the way, like it was because they usually didn't win. You'd be eliminating them, so that you just see their name in the elimination feed. So it was a little different then because it's Battle Royale. So, were you bald before? No. Great question. Something feels off. Now you know, huh? Previous to today? I wasn't bald last week, if that's what you're asking. I do stream and I'm terrible at advertising. Dude, you got to get video content out there. How often do you stream and how often, like output wise? What is the number of streams and what is the number of videos? You didn't read it in a rude way? Of course you didn't mean it in a rude way. I know that one, Bull. You're here all the time. You weren't being critical. You were just asking a question. Alvarez said, it's been good, just busy. I'm usually here, just lurking. I have your stream in my earbuds at work. Wow. There's people like you that tell me that because, like, I'll see my analytics, especially on YouTube, and I'm like, how are, like, during my live streams, right? It's like, how are there this many viewers? And there's, like, 2 people typing. And then I'll hear people like you who share, like, no, I actually throw you in my earbuds while I'm at work. I'm like, that's so wild. It's cool that you're enjoying the content enough to just listen to it like a podcast. I appreciate it. What's that? Yeah, so you're telling me I should start, like, chomping on my chips, like, right into the microphone, right? I just couldn't remember if you were before or not. Oh, yeah, one below. No, you're good. I'm not even stressed at all. I decided, I'll because Bob brought it up too. He said, you shaved all your hair again. Why? So here's the deal. I felt very self-conscious about the fact that I was balding because I couldn't really do anything with my hair that made me feel good about myself. And it didn't look good in my mind. It was just kind of there. So I decided to go ahead and shave all of my head because I'd rather it all be bald than some of it be bald and some of it have hair. That was literally what it boiled down to for me. I remember looking in the mirror and I was just like, this was probably 2 to 4 weeks ago that I started considering it again because I had just decided to grow it back out. And what I was going to do was an old style that I used to have where the sides of my head were shaved and then up top here was just long and pulled into a tight ponytail and eventually a braid. But my hair is not actually thick enough to do that anymore. It has actually gotten to the point now where that won't work. So I just kind of gave up. I'm like, yeah, Rachel's not excited about it. I'm not either, but it is what it is. So hopefully that answers your question. 3 to 4 a week of live streams. You're nervous about making videos. So was that 3 to 4 live streams a week or 3 to 4 videos a week? Either of those is fine. I'm just curious where you're at in your journey. It's calming, honestly. You could do a podcast and I'd listen all day. You know what? There's a lot of people that have suggested that I do a podcast. So oddly enough, Rachel and I want to start a gaming channel that is called Gaming and Marriage. And we've got it out there already. We don't have the time. And with an infant right now, it's almost impossible to have a babysitter for an hour or 2 at a time. I would love to produce a pseudo podcast style in that. That's something I've always thought would be fun, where we literally just play like 7 Days to Die or Minecraft or survival sandbox games in general, because she and I really enjoy those kinds of games together. And just like do a duo stream, and they're all just literally live streams. There's no like recorded content. It's just live streams that have VODs up for you guys to watch later. And they all have a topic. And we talk with chat about it. We talk with ourselves about it. We want to do this, but it's probably going to be optimally, it'll probably be another year or 2. And we'd like to do it sooner, but, one thing at a time, right? We got one channel already. Let's focus on it. And I'm getting my second one going and potentially my third one going within the next 60 days. So for sure, the second one, I'm starting my tech channel officially I think I start putting videos together starting next week. So the third channel, which is basically like a Game and Rope 2 concept. I'm going to start playing through games that are just like games I've always wanted to play through. And the goal with it is to be like, it'll probably be its own, it'll probably just be a YouTube channel. I don't know that I'll actually do like vertical content and stuff. It'll just be a YouTube thing. And it'll be like playing through all of the Lego Star Wars games is the first thing I want to do. I want to go through all of them, just solo it out. And I want to go for like the full, is it max completion, I think is the term, where you play literally 100%. You don't miss any of the achievements. I want to do that, and then I think after that I want to go back through all the Pokemon games. I would love to do that, but that requires me to get some of it, because I want to do it the right way. I want to get like, I'd probably get a Game Boy DS Lite if I can figure out a way to capture that, because you can play Game Boy Advance games. I don't think I'd go back to Game Boy Color Pokemon because they don't transfer through the games. Like you can't get a Game Boy Color Pokemon and then take that Pokemon into Game Boy Advance games, the DS and so on. So I'd have to look back into that ecosystem again and just buy a used one. Obviously, you can't buy a new DS anymore. So I just think it'd be dope. It'd be a lot of fun. So those are things that are coming, but it'll take some time because I just have to have the time to do it. Right now, I don't. You look good. Don't you doubt yourself. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. I feel confident in the way I look. I just think that the hair was throwing me off a little bit. Yeah, red and blue would take me back too. I'm right there with you. I don't know that I actually ever played red, blue, and yellow. I think I started in silver and gold. So, have you seen the new Minecraft update? I think it came out today. I have seen things about it, but I haven't actually like dug into it. Honestly, I've been out of the scene on Minecraft for a while. There are free emulators for those games on PC that might be easier. Easier, yes, but not as authentic. And the whole point of it for me is to experience it authentically. Like even when I play the Lego Star Wars games, I'm gonna buy like a controller for my computer. You won't see me play controller games very much, but like Lego Star Wars for me just is not a mouse and keyboard game. That's a controller game. So I think that would make more sense at that point. How'd the fundraiser end up? Did you all get enough that you needed? So that's a fair thing for me to touch on really quick. So I want to make sure I'm really clear and say that I'm beyond thankful for every dime that we received last week. It was a really difficult week for all of us, here at the house especially, but I'm beyond thankful. It's something that I don't want to, blow past. No worries. Hey, be careful, Menace. Enjoy getting those kiddos, man. But we didn't hit the first total goal, but I am going to try some other ways to sell and get rid of the Optima. But we just got the van back. That's one of the things we've been waiting on. We got the van back literally yesterday. I've got to do an oil change and a couple other small things on it before we officially make it our daily driver. And those will be done this Friday. So this Saturday, I should be able to list the Kia, which is our remaining debt, sell it. And then if we can sell it, private party, we'll be okay. The dollars that we received can go into the next goal. But if we don't sell it outright and we have to trade it into a dealership, that's where that $5,000 amount came into play. So I'm taking things one thing at a time and seeing where we go, because the other thought that actually one of my family members gave me was, even if we had to trade it into a dealership and say there was $5,000 still owed on it, it would actually be better to trade that into the dealership, have a $5,000 personal loan that we're paying on, because the payment would be significantly lower. And the insurance, we wouldn't have to insure the car anymore. It would be gone. We wouldn't have to worry about that. And that effectively would still save us $300 to $400 a month, even with the payment from the personal loan. So we'll see. One thing at a time, one day at a time. That's the best thing I can say, is just continuing to push forward and doing our very best. And that's, I think, where we are right now. So we would work with our local credit union and see what we can do. So hopefully that answers your question well. Before we go any further and continue to yap away, I do want to take time to really stress the importance of the fact this community, while many of you have found me because of my journey and the controversies that I've been involved with throughout the time I've done this, please ignore that Streamlabs thing. That is last week, and I thought I turned it off, but evidently I did not. Ignore it. Not relevant anymore. So I, way bigger than anything I've ever created content-wise, or any literally bigger than anything I could ever say here is that life is difficult. Don't do it alone. That's it. Nothing super crazy, right? Regardless of your personal beliefs or political backgrounds or anything like that, you've got to be in the same place on that one. There's no way, there's not a world where I think people actually disagree with the idea that life is hard and that it's way easier to go through it with other people. My personal encouragement that goes beyond what the community stands for, this is my personal extension of that. It's three very basic things. Find Christ, find friendship, and find community, in that order. So that when life hits the fan, you can pray to an infinite God who loved you enough to send his son to die for you, effectively bridging the gap between us and him that our behavior created. The second piece is friendship. Friendship's there when life is hard and you need somebody to just connect with. You need to go talk to somebody on the phone, a Discord call, maybe you meet up in person, you get a cup of coffee, or you just need a shoulder to cry on because you're really going through it. That's a massive, massive part of friendship and can really help anchor you into reality when things start spinning out of control. The third piece is certainly not the least important in the grand scheme of things, but compared to the other two, I think it is. But it's still important. That's community. Community is there for when life hits the fan practically. And a lot of people, I think, envision this very clearly when a disaster strikes in an area, right? Think of some of the tornadoes that hit, was that maybe 2 weeks ago now, that were that really nasty storm. There was like 20 or 30 tornadoes that hit. And I know just in our area alone, there were two relatively close to us within like a couple hundred miles that did some serious damage. People lost lives, people lost houses. Community is there for those kinds of things where like some horrible tragedy happens, and sometimes it's more individualized. It's maybe not as grand scale, but sometimes I think it's easier to picture when you see like a natural disaster happens and all of the surrounding communities come together to help. Maybe they just come by to do the practical things, right? To, hey, your house is in like 80 billion pieces because of that tornado. I'm going to help you come cut those up, and we're going to burn all that so that you can have a fresh slate and build a new home with the insurance check, right? These things are very practical. But if you ask your 3 or 4 friends to come help you clean up your house, would they say no? Of course not. They're your best friends. They'd be there in a heartbeat. But it would take a lot longer for you and your 3 friends to do that than it would for a whole surrounding community to help you, right? In a similar way, on an individual level, that's part of what we were trying to showcase last week. And by the way, I think we were wildly successful. Did we accomplish all of the goals that I had in my mind? No, I'm not ignorant. But I will say that you guys came through as a community. This shirt behind me that will stay there for the rest of the time I'm a content creator, it is proof that there was not just one person. There was not just 5 or 6 people. This was the community. I haven't counted the names on here, but I would argue there's at least 30, probably closer to 40 names on that list. And that ranges from $1 of support all the way up to 149, I think was the highest we received in one go. We are beyond thankful for the community we have, and it's something that I don't take for granted, but it is something that I encourage all of you to be a part of as a community. And if any of those 3 things that I've just talked about mean something to you, maybe you want to learn more about faith, maybe you want to be building more friendships, maybe you're feeling very alone right now. Friendships are huge. Maybe you want to be part of a community because you've been going through it. Maybe you are currently going through it right now, and having a community of people where you're like, look, I just want to be able to eat tomorrow. I guarantee you there are people, and I mean this very sincerely, I guarantee you there are people in the Discord that would gladly Walmart plus you some food. Like this community truly cares about each other. It does not matter where you're from, color your skin is, what your sexual preferences are. None of those things matter to us as a community. We care about you as an individual, myself included. So, if any of those things are interesting to you, please do join the Discord. It's completely free. It costs you nothing monetarily, but in the return for the time that you spend there, you have the opportunity to build friendships, join a community by default, and if you'd like to, have conversations about faith. I am going to pray for you guys really quick. That's not everybody's cup of tea, and please understand I respect you regardless of whether or not you agree with my faith. It takes me 3 minutes or less to pray. So if you want to leave and come back in about 3 minutes, we'll be wrapped up. If you are watching this on YouTube and the VOD, there's actually a chapter where it says prayer starts. And then the next thing after that, whatever that is, it'll be, in this case, it'll be getting the Aimlabs stuff started. It'll start at the point the prayer is over. So we're going to pray real quick. I'd really appreciate if you would join me for it. Father, thank you for today and for every person here. I'm beyond grateful to have a community of people who continue to support what I do. And I know there's been a lot of people who don't quite understand what I'm doing, and you've really helped me work through forgiving them. A lot of them are just hateful and spiteful, and even if I were sitting in a room with them, they would never ask questions. They would just berate me, and I'm aware of that. They have a very sad life, and it does break my heart for them in a real way. Originally, I was angry, and I was very frustrated and depressed because of these people. But God, you've turned that around, and I'm thankful for that. I pray that you would help me to care for them and love them in a way that represents you well. Help me to do so not just while I'm live or in the comment sections, but even in my heart, that I would actually not be hateful towards them. Today, I'm asking you to go before me. I really just want to focus on creating fun content today. We're going to hit Aimlabs. Yes, I'm going to be super focused. And yes, of course, I'm going to try my best in Rivals. But even if I lose a game, I pray that I wouldn't be focused on my gameplay, how well I played, how well my teammates played, or any of that. That it would just be something that I can focus on making funny clips and fun moments. And yes, some epic plays mixed in between. Please go before me today, order my steps, and clear the things out of my mind that would not represent you well as I stream today. In Jesus' name, amen. Man, truly thankful for you guys, for real. There's a ton of you guys that stick through those prayers regardless of your faith, and I consider that a great honor, so thank you for that. We are going to go ahead and pull up the Aimlabs, man. I don't remember the last time I did aim training. I can probably look. It probably has a date on it. It looks like maybe the 13th. Yep, the 13th. So it has literally been 12 days since I did aim training. So it's going to be a little rough today, but we're going to do our very best. We're going to put our best foot forward and give it our absolute best effort. So for some reason, Aimlabs is asking me to sign in again. I do not understand how this keeps happening. It's rather frustrating, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't even remember my login information. I think it's this. Okay, that looks right. We'll see if it pulls up my profile here. And then don't worry, I will swap scenes in just a moment. We'll actually go ahead and swap up to the loading scene while I'm getting everything pulled up. And I'll go ahead and swap categories over on Twitch for you guys. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it does have this task here. Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull up the link here. That should pull up the actual regiment. And okay, so for these ones, the goal is to flick in between targets and then track. My goal for me personally today is actually to flick to the target, track the target, and commit to the target until it is gone. That is something that I am working on. Oops. You can tell I've been working on the actual scene there. I took a screenshot from within Aimlabs and then built my scene around it. So you guys will see that this one's probably one of the ones that has the bigger chat box on it because there's the most room. But here we go. Let's see how we do. Arthur, please stop arguing with Mom. Okay, so oddly enough, slightly higher accuracy than 12 days ago and a decent score maintenance. What I'll be thrilled with today is if I just don't drop a lot from where I was. Some crumbs on my mouse pad. It's driving me nuts. It's my own fault. I'm sure I got my my protein chips on there. Missed a few there. Decently high score. Similar accuracy to last time. Again, my big thing is if I'm just similar to last time without like having some crazy spike downward, I'm thrilled. So sometimes a break can be really helpful too. So today will be the 20th entry into this, so I need to actually pull up my note really quick, chat. So give me just a moment. Just realized I did not bring it up. So we'll minimize that. In training notes, today is going to be day 19, day 20. My bad. Day 20. There was a 12-day gap between day 19 and today. Just gonna put that note in there because so far I don't really have much else to share. Okay, I need to clear off my mouse pad here, chat. I thought I got all of my crumbs off of there, but somehow I did not. Okay, so these first 6 are really less about tracking and more about flicking and maintaining. Let me pull my chat back up. There we go. Here we go. Doing our very best. That's all we're worried about today. Oh boy. Decent. Okay. The It Man, for real. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. Regardless if you do anything with that link, I appreciate it tremendously, my friend. I hope you're well. All right, let's get back to it. Of course. Can you give me like 30 seconds? And then I'd be happy to look at what you've got, dude. You're coloring in your dinosaur book? Okay, decent. All right, son, what you got? You coloring your dino book? Oh, you're getting his teeth blue. Why are they blue? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't supposed to say anything, apparently. Yeah, Mom didn't hear anything. We're good. Everything's fine. Fairly certain. Should be okay. All right. We got 2 more, and then we're going to give myself a little bit of a break. I'll stretch out my wrists a little bit here, and then we're going to keep going. All right. Oh, boy. Oh boy, okay. Don't pause. We just keep going. It's okay. You do our very best, and we move forward. These finer movements are really quite something today for some reason. Yeah, that one was rough. That one was a rough one. I'm gonna assume the It Man for real was the $33 Venmo there. Holy crap. Or the IT Man for real. That's hilarious. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words. I'm gonna share what you said because he said it in a way that was kind. He said, "Love you and your family, man. You're an inspirational streamer." I really appreciate that, and I very much appreciate the $33 for real. Thank you. Man, grateful. Hey, I love you too, man. I mean that very genuinely. Like it's not something that gets lost on me, man. Without this community, I would not be able to do what I am doing. So I am very, very thankful for folks like yourself that have the ability and willingness to do something like that. So thank you, man. Thank you. Trying to get my armrest here in the right spot. Oops. Didn't even mean to shoot there. Oh. Oof. Accuracy. Tough. All right, we got through those first 6. So these next ones are tracking. So we're going to go a little loading scene here so that I can give myself a little bit of a break. It's been 12 days since I've done this. And once I finish 28 days of aim training, by the way, chat, I'm going to do another video, but it'll be after 90 days. And in between that, it won't all just be like this. I'll actually add like practice regimens to fix the areas that I struggle in the most. And I'll be developing those and stuff. So I'm excited to get to that point. We just aren't quite there yet. So, sorry, I'm trying to remember where the Aimlabs button is. There we go. So, got a little ways to go. So this one's Vertitrack. I think spacebar is what I have as my tracking, or my fire button. That felt pretty good. Considering it's been 12 days, that one felt really good. It's, you know, it's one of my better performances in my top 3. And my second best one was last time I did it. So that feels good. I think I was just trying to attack my confidence level there a bit and really just try and focus on, okay, flick a little bit faster, move a little bit quicker. See a chat that moved in the corner of my eye there. I will check that in just a moment. Once this exercise is done. Sorry about that. A little unsteady hand there. Dang. Have I considered trying Aim Beast? IMO, it's way better for training mouse control. What is Aim Beast? Is that a software or is it like a is it part of Aimlabs like Voltaic where they have like their own little regiment? This is actually a really good impressive feat there. That's my best one I've done on that one before. It's a game like Aimlabs. Okay. No, I can honestly say I've not heard of it and I haven't tried it. I wouldn't say no to trying something new. It's just time is a lot of what holds me back. I'm going to consistently do Aimlabs for 28 days. That's part of a video that I'm working on right now, Rose. But definitely something that I'm open to. Always open to learning something new. So this is really exciting though. These last 3 on this one, ever since I was told like one of my biggest problems is that people think that I wasn't confidently tracking, like believing in myself that I could actually hit the shots and continue tracking it, and to move a little bit quicker. And as soon as I did that, I just started like locking it in on these targets a little bit better. So why do you may have already been answering this, by the way, Rose, but why do you think the Aim Beast is better for, you said, I think, mouse control than like Aimlabs or, say, Kovacs, right? Those are the two that are the most common. So, nice, maintained. Happy with that. Also, what peripherals are you using? I'm a very high-level aimer, so a bit curious on your aim style, mouse grip style, peripherals. So I don't mind answering that question really quick. My peripherals are relatively new to me. I've had them for maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 at most. It's just the Corsair K70 wireless RGB Mini. It's a 60% keyboard. I am using the Corsair Cater. I'm not too sure how you say this, to be honest with you. Ultra lightweight mouse. It's like a 69 gram mouse. My previous mouse was the Logitech G502 wireless, about double the weight. So I've definitely been adjusting to a lighter mouse. And I just have a basic Corsair M100. I think it's a double M100 mouse pad. As far as aim, you said, let's see, you said peripherals, mouse grip style. I'm still learning that. I haven't really found what works well for me, and I haven't seen a way to clearly make sense of it. If you have a suggestion, I'm very open to that, or a resource you can point me to. I'm always open to learning about that. Aim style, I'm not sure that I know how to answer your question on. When you say aim style, are you talking about wrist, arm, shoulder? Like, are you saying like muscle group, or are you saying something else that I'm just not in the know of? The exercises in the main Aim Beast playlist have better scalings on easy, medium, hard. Also, the exercises feel a bit more realistic to games like Overwatch. I think that that's probably a fair thing. Obviously, there's going to be some exercises in Aimlabs here that don't really as well apply to Overwatch, but totally fair, by the way. I appreciate you bringing these up and sharing things. I think you just sent something else, and as soon as I finish up with this 60-second rhythm, I will do my very best to read your messages. Decent, maintaining at least. Your grip is basically how you naturally hold the mouse. You can adjust your grip, of course. Okay, Mecha Anime sharing that over on Twitch. And then Rose gave a little bit more clarity as to what they were saying. I would say claw is the easiest, most common, and a good place to start practicing. I personally prefer a fingertip grip style. I use a small 18-gram mouse. That's a very lightweight mouse. So yeah, you say claw. So when I think of claw, I think of like you're holding your mouse this way. So if my mouse comes into my hand here, this is how I would, if I approach the mouse, if this is the mouse here, this is how I naturally hold it. My pinky kind of hangs off and drags along the mouse pad a bit, and on occasion, so does my ring finger. That's how I naturally grip it. Also, in regards to wrist versus arm, it's very dependent on your sensitivity grip style. It's like, for me, I'm a fingertip high sens user, so I lean towards wrist with a mix of arm in some scenarios. But I have a friend who leans more towards arm only, as he is a low sens claw gripper. So I play relatively high sens. I have a 1600 DPI mouse setting on the mouse, and then I also, in Overwatch, I think it's either a 3.65 or a 3.85. And that was just from a regimen I did on Aimlabs. It was just the setting I came up with from that. 1600 DPI, by the way, is definitely my preference. Rachel. 1600 DPI is definitely my preference because I have a dual monitor system. And it makes it easy to float between monitors. But I definitely will say one of my biggest struggles currently that I feel like, besides it just feels shaky. Like, it's always kind of felt shaky when I go to a higher sensitivity. And I also feel like, especially in like the finer movements, I lag behind a bit, and I find it hard to accurately maintain the finer movements. That's at least what goes through my head, especially like right now. I'm chasing this thing around, doing my very best. But like when it gets further out, I just ran out of mouse pad there. When I get further out, it becomes a bit more challenging to track with my current setup anyway. Okay, a little bit downward play there, but that's okay. We are close. I use 800 DPI 7 cents. Yeah, so I mean really close to similar then, because the DPI trade-off there basically makes it the same. It may be worth lowering your sens a bit. It's very common for pro players, to play between 804 cents to 807 cents in Overwatch. Typically, hit scan players sit around 4 to 5.4. So you're saying in my circumstance, so if we were to convert kind of what you're talking about, try lowering it. You play 22 centimeters, that's why. Nephilim, what do you mean? I play, like, that's like 22 centimeters, 360? Is that what you're saying? Try lowering it in, okay, I can do that. I'm open to trying it for the next one. What's up, Paper Plate Enjoyer? Welcome back. So, based on the information I read from you there, Rose, you're saying that you sit at an 800 and by 7, and you have a fingertip grip. And I don't, that actually may be, now that I think about it, I'm holding it with the tip of my thumb. Because most people claw. Oh, I'm seeing the difference. I think actually you and I have the same posture hand-wise, or hand grip type, if that's the right way to say it. Because I actually, now that I'm looking at it, that's exactly what I do. My fingers arc a bit. My index and middle finger arc. Yeah, centimeters per 360. Okay, so we were saying the same thing. I saw a comment on one of your platforms that you should go on Caleb Hammer, and I'd love that. I love his show. I love his show too. I think his stuff's super funny. 2.5 to 3.5, 1600 might be a good place to try. It's definitely worth trying exercises across the spectrum and seeing how you feel about it. Fair enough. May also be good for exposure. Yeah, that's my only reason I don't know that I would, because I'd have to go to him too, and I don't actually know where he's at. And I don't, because all of his stuff is in person, correct? So because I don't know that I've ever seen him do a virtual interview, and I don't think that's something he likes to do. He prefers to have people in front of him. To see you play, it's dope to see you play Rivals again. I'm excited to get into it once I get through this. So one of you suggested is like 2.5 to 3.5. I think I can go in. And go settings. I think I can do it here. And go mouse. 2.65? That seems wrong. I don't think that's what my Overwatch setting is at all. Yeah, it's set to an Overwatch setting though. You see the game profile here? I don't know if you can see it past the chat, but it says Overwatch. 2.65 seems really low. I don't think that's what my Overwatch one is. You don't really use Aimlabs, not too familiar. That's fair. He's in Texas, but I think he flies guests out now. Yeah, I'm sure they'd have to pay for that though. There's no way that he would pay for me to go out there. That'd be crazy. Try 2.8. Wouldn't that be faster? I thought you guys were saying to go a little slower. Or at least Rose was saying to go a little slower. Again, I'm open to trying. I'm just looking at the feedback here and trying to understand. Oh, I'm just typing, by the way. The computer might freak out a little bit there. Yeah, 3.85 was what I thought it was, but at least in here it's not. It's 2.65. And that's definitely what we're working with right now, and it feels a little too fast. So if anything, because it's 2.65 in here, if anything, I'd almost want to try a 2.4 or a 2.3 or something. And also, I did see, Rose, I did see your message about this. I don't think I read it out loud, though. You said, most people say don't change your sends often due to muscle memory or whatever. No, I've heard that's completely wrong from a lot of folks who do really well with aim training. What really matters is mouse control, and training mouse control means you can play any sends. Yeah, true. It might feel fast due to needing to build more mouse control. It might be that, yeah. So do you think I should tweak it upward or downward from where I'm at? And if so, what value would you suggest I try? Because I'm down to try it, and we'll just do it for the rest of the regiment here. Get some water while you guys are typing. I know you guys are stuck on a small delay. No matter what I do, there's always going to be a few seconds. Honestly, find an exercise you really enjoy doing and try 2-0, take a 5-minute break. Try 2-2, take a 5-minute break. Oh, okay. I don't know if we have that kind of time today because I want to get into rivals for content wise, right? But what I will say is I'm definitely happy to try a slower one. I'm gonna split the difference there. Let's call it like a 2.2. I'll try a 2.2. If I enter, it's saved. Let's try it. And oddly enough, my tracking ones are probably some of my better ones. So, got to get back to work. I wish you luck on your aim training journey. Thank you, Rose, and I appreciate you taking time to share some thoughts. Let's see what we get here. A little bit of an adjustment period here. Give me just a second. Definitely feeling this slower. Oh, it's about the same. Try 2.5 instead of, because we did 2.4, right? We'll try 2.5 on the next one. That did feel a little too slow. The 2.4, whatever we just did there. No, I did 2.2. Didn't I type 2.4? Okay, let's try. I'm gonna try 2.4. Kind of split the difference a little bit between what you're suggesting. Technically splitting the difference between 2.3. Let's just try that. All right, here we go. Dang, yeah, it's just fallen just ever so slightly short. The head goes crazy. I know, I'm telling you. Dang, accuracy went up because I stopped just holding the button down. Score was a little lower. I think I wasn't moving as quickly by default of slowing down the sensitivity. That makes sense. So that did feel a little better. I think if I were able to adjust to that well, I think it would do really well. Beans, it's been great, man. How have you been? Everything going okay? Family's good? Yep, family's good. Rachel's been wrestling with some migraines in the last little while, which has not been great. Could use some prayer for that, honestly, for any of you guys that are the praying type, or you just want to send out some good vibes too. I'm here for it, dude. She's been hurting a bit, so we're trying to figure out what's going on with it. Originally, we thought maybe it was diet or like water intake or caffeine intake, depending on the day. And now, like, she's got it locked in the last couple days. Made no other changes, and the headaches are still just kicking her tail. And they seem to come on all at once too. Like, it's not like it builds. It shows up in like a 20-minute span. Which is a big bummer, dude. Other than that, everybody else is healthy. All of them are growing like weeds, all the kids, dude. Especially the oldest. He's getting very tall. He was gone for spring break at his biological dad's for a bit. And that was a challenge when he got back, and I realized he's probably grown at least another... Oof. Yeah, my score went way down there. I didn't move nearly as quickly in between. I think I was more focused on my accuracy there than I have been in a while, though. It's my bad. But yeah, no, the kids are good. Thank you so much for asking, by the way. Yeah, kids are good. Wife's good. Just taking one day at a time. Do you ever feel like you're fighting against the friction of your mouse pad? On my wrist, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say so on the mouse, but definitely on my, like, the forearm right, well, I'm trying to show you, but like right through here. I definitely feel that, yeah. You got to push yourself more on these, even on slower sends. You want to focus on bigger flicks. Okay. I'll try and work on that. Like flick track kind of thing, right? Am I on the right track here? No pun intended. Been a good 2 days. Played some D&D last night. Nice, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. Arthur's gonna be a big dude. His dad is. Gosh, I got that one. I was gonna say, I think his dad's like 6 foot something. Okay, not horrible. We got 3 more training exercises to get through today, and then we are going to take an assessment overall and see if we have had any. We had a couple of new records and a couple that we just maintained, but there's also a couple where we didn't do well on. Definitely feeling the sensitivity difference here. My shoulder, oddly enough. Yeah, that one's been on a constant decline. That one, I don't know what... So what I've started doing, I remember on that, the one where I had the peak and then started slowly sloping down, is I've been working on, like, a pattern that I understood, and maybe I misunderstood it, but what I've understood so far was, like, flick, track, in these, like, poke switching ones, or, like, they're switching is the targets. My in-game switching has gotten a lot better since doing these, but the actual Aimlabs ones have been really struggling on. I'm not too sure why that is. Is Brindley awake yet? Are you okay? Okay. Okay. Overall, are you tensing your shoulder? I am, yeah. I don't know why, but it keeps happening. Like, I feel like I have to help control it a little bit more. And I'm really not sure if that's just a bad thing. But I can't figure out why it's happening, so I can't fix it. Does that make sense? Like, I know it's not good, but I don't know why it keeps happening. You know what I mean? Any suggestions on where to start with that before I go on to the next one? Maybe something I could try and, like, notice a little bit more. Got one last exercise for today's regiment, and then I'll take today's notes that I've written down and take them into tomorrow. Well, sure, focus on not tensing it, but, like, I don't know what's causing me to do that. And shoulder tension could be caused due to the height of your desk being too low. Because I don't think it'll go any lower. No, it won't go any lower. What's up, Zolron? It's good to see you in the chat, by the way. Rach, are you actually okay? Who are you calling? Okay. Do you tense your forearm? Like a squeeze with the mouse? And I've noticed with it with being too high. I haven't seen cases with it being too low yet, but could be, I'm not sure. I mean, if I sit and I bring both of these up, maybe I'll try this, because my armrests can go higher. They've been level, but they can go higher than the desk, and it forces my shoulders to relax. So maybe if I bring my desk up just a teeny bit until my arm is level. I feel like that's probably pretty close. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon to you too, man. I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna actually just save this. It's only 3 centimeters, or maybe 3 inches. 3 inches higher, but okay, let's see if that does anything differently. It definitely feels different. Almost feels too high now, though. Maybe it's just an adjustment. Okay. Wish I could see from the side. Could be a lot of factors. I wouldn't overly worry about changing too many things about your setup. Just try to find a setup that makes you feel comfortable. Okay, then I probably do need to go down lower. And it's still a little higher than it was before. We'll save that. Rachel, what's going on? Is she okay? Probably. That's still frustrating. This might be an odd request, but do you have a fan mail address? I don't currently. I do custom drawings for my job and would love to do a custom drawing for you for free. Is there a private DM on Instagram or anything that would work for you? That's super cool, first of all, that you would want to do that. It's odd that you bring that up right now because, like, Rachel and I were talking about a P.O. box as a funny idea sometime in the future. They aren't terribly expensive. I think they're like $12 US a year. Like, they're super cheap. And a P.O. box doesn't reveal where I live, so... but I don't have a fan mail address right now. I'll put out a poll out on the internet, like on my Twitter, on my YouTube, and see how much of a demand there would be for something like that. And then we could do something like that, but I don't currently have one. You need something, honey? Sure. Yeah. You want to step off stream here for a second? That way you're not on screen. Or do you? No, I don't. Hang on just a second, chat. We're going to do the last one. My wife's, like I said, she's fighting that migraine. I want to help her out real quick. Hey, Arthur, please stop. Okay. Thanks for being patient with me, you guys. I really do appreciate it. Wifey is not feeling very well today. She's been fighting a migraine, and it's been like an ongoing migraine, but like she'll be able to sleep at night, but it's only when she takes like a ridiculous amount of Excedrin, and I'm like, I don't love that. Like so this poor girl's had so many health issues, though. I really feel for her. Okay. Let's see if we can get this locked in here. If her headache doesn't go away in the near future, by the way, guys, big surprise, but I won't stick around on stream. I'll bail a little early, go take care of her and the kids. She's supposed to be going out to have a girls' night tonight. They do bunco. A couple of older ladies and her. I think she might actually be either the youngest or the second youngest, generally. Trying to keep my elbow positioned on my armrest right now. Focusing on not tensing my shoulder this time. Okay. Interesting. There's a lot to chew on there. Let me throw that note up here really quick so I can throw my notes together for today. It's for the video primarily, but I do reference these for the following day typically as well. Adjusted both my adjusted sensitivity. Wow, I can't type that word. I'm so glad you guys can't see me typing right now. Adjusted sensitivity to a slightly lower value. Adjusted desk a little higher and armrests to match. It's interesting. So yeah, I think that there will be a little bit of an adjustment period here, but I think it's totally doable. I just got to figure out how to make it work well. So, okay, let's see the results here. So I will go over to... We'll pull up my loading scene for just a moment. I have the Voltaic app stuff open. So I'll go ahead and do a reaction scene. Let me pull up the actual chat on YouTube as well. All right. 279. Okay, we did make a big improvement here. I did see that. But I think the rest of it was kind of maintained or lowered. So there wasn't an actual overall improvement. I do actually need to note that as well, that even though there was a gap, like I either, whoops, move that over to my other monitor here so you guys don't have to look at my boring notes. Overall maintained, a few increases and a few decreases. Cool. All right, let me swap the, or get the YouTube chat pulled back up. Well, that was not a bad day at all, to be honest with you. I'm really quite happy with how that all turned out. Could it have been better? Of course, but I think it was fine. Any other thoughts you guys have, by the way, that you'd want to share? So even if it's just suggestions and things I could look into. I came in late, so I'll have to go to the VOD later and look at some of your other runs. Sounds good, Zolron. This was my first, so I actually took 12 days off of aim training just between last week's craziness and all that stuff. So your scores have come a long way from where you started. Yeah, they definitely have. It's definitely plateaued, I would say, more in the last week or two, but I was wondering if you also hold your mouse hard. Maybe that can be leading to you tensing your shoulder. I probably do grip my mouse a little bit more firmly. Oh, there's no way that... I'll be honest with you guys. I have seriously considered stop playing Rivals. This is crazy to me. Like, you guys see the choppiness on my screen right now? When it's loading the shaders in game, even if I pull the game off, like even if I go over here, completely different scene, it's still choppy. And it's because it's loading these shaders that no other game that I play has to do this for this long. Like, this is so cringy. I don't like it at all. And it takes forever to load the shaders too. Like, this is probably one of my biggest pet peeves of the game. And unironically maybe the reason I stopped playing it. Because I don't appreciate the fact that I have to sit here for way too long to get these graphics put together. And while it's doing that, it's destroying my stream quality. It's just a big pet peeve of mine. Maybe it's not as big of a deal to you guys, and that's great. Like, I hope it's not, because I really do strive for quality here, but my computer is way too good to be handling this in a bad way. I'm stuck on my school laptop, so I haven't even considered trying to play Rivals. That's fair. That's very fair. I mean, it's still loading, by the way. I may as well. I mean, it wasn't making it any worse for it to be on this other scene. But, like, we're still loading this. This is crazy. At least Overwatch is optimized to the point where I can get 144 FPS for the most part. Yeah. Do you have is your laptop at school, or do you have like an external monitor, I guess would be the other question, but does the display you game on go to 144 hertz? Can you guys hear me okay at least? Or is it choppy there too? Try to be as patient with me as you can, chat. Once this is loaded, I may actually stop playing Rivals next week, though. It was something I was already considering, and I like playing Rivals. It's fun, but, like, for a lot of the same reason that I don't play anything besides Overwatch, I am focused on becoming a competitor, so I really need to focus in Overwatch, right? And look, now that it's done loading the shaders, we're back to totally normal. But I love Rivals and think it's a fun game. I think that splitting my very narrow time window between it and other games is between it and Overwatch is probably a detriment to my success. So I have seriously considered, even if it's just for the rest of this year, just not playing Rivals and then maybe bringing it back next year after I've competed. Because it really is just to prove a point. I don't know that I'll stay in esports. I like creating content and making a journey worth following. So at least Overwatch. Okay, I read that already. I have a 240 hertz monitor that's technically my friend's, but he just left it with me when he left school. Well, I mean, you're not complaining, right? Okay, claim all, whatever, sure. Okay. Golly, I just don't even really want to play this game today, I'm not gonna lie. But the thumbnail would be very deceiving, and me telling everybody I was gonna play Rivals would be very deceiving too. I think I'm gonna commit to it today, but I don't know. I thought I updated the category over on Twitch. Okay, I did. I know a lot of people have been asking for it too, and as a creator, I want to provide it, but as a competitor, I want to go play Overwatch. So I'll give it a game or two, and if it's just not gonna work today, we'll play Overwatch, and I'll just adjust the title and thumbnail tomorrow or today. Like I'll give it a go. I'll give her the old college try. Are we actually at Overwatch level queue times now for tank? Of course, it's open queue here, so. It doesn't really matter all that much, but I'm just going to try and have fun. Start my replay buffer up so I can get some clips today. Hopefully that doesn't overload the encoder. All right, and yes, I know you guys are still tiny screen, by the way. I'll swap to it once we're actually in the 5-second countdown. That's what I've been working on. Okay, here we go. Oh, right, preliminary stage. I will say that the graphics in Rivals, I've always thought the graphics looked really good. Like the art style and even like this blur against. And it looks good. What are we looking at here? We're seeing Winter Soldier. I mean, sure. I'll jump in. We can ban Winter Soldier. I don't know who's strong right now, so I'm just kind of going on what my team wants. After this game, I need to post to the TikTok as well today. And then, okay, they've already banned Wolverine. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know who's strong right now. Got an even split of Cloak and Dagger and Winter Soldier here on the team. Winter Soldier, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and the Punisher have been banned. Jump in and play some Magneto. We have a Lord Black Panther, a Lord Venom, and maybe a Lord Hela. I forget what the default graphic looks like for Hela. Let's go, Rivals Gaming. What's up, Jotun? Honestly, unironically, I was just complaining about the fact that it was botching my computer, so I'm kind of hoping that they optimize the game in a way where not that old of a PC can do better. Cloak is not strong anymore, but he is definitely a better ban. Yeah, I think that all the supports got nerfed, I believe, at one point. I'm not even getting 140 frames in this game. Do I have my graphics turned up? I guess I'll be sure. Ew, no. Why is everything on ultra?
Too bad I can't have you in my realm, little king.
Yeah, well, I don't need ultra graphics on a game that isn't optimized. I just need frames. 5. Hold up, I'll hit the button. There we go. 1. Okay, here we go. First game back on Rivals. I'm sure everything will be great. Okay, so they have a Venom. Ow. Okay, they have a Hela. Okay, try and keep. Oh, that wasn't a Venom, by the way. I'm actually a silly man. Okay, we get out from behind there. Okay, try and get a little bit more of like a... Okay, we got that one. Cat's okay. Not worried about being frozen. Okay, we got him out. Please. Trying really hard to save our teammate here. I just can't fix bad positioning. It's okay. I probably should have stayed up there. That's okay. We back down. I mean, okay. Well, I'm not dying. That's something. I'm going to try and hold a bit better cover, though. That is something I probably am not doing as well as I should be. I'm soul bonded. I forget what that means. Okay. Doesn't do it. I am just stuck here. Exciting. Okay. Cloak has definitely hit the hardest. Was definitely hit the hardest. And honestly, having an Atom or Rocket is so much better than having a Cloak now. Wow, that's a crazy take. Knowing that Rocket has finally made it out of the depths that Tim the Tatman banished him to is an interesting situation. Okay. Bit of a waste there. It's okay. Okay, we got our Venom doing Venom things. Probably dying for it if he's not careful. Where's he at? Yeah, we're just gonna come around the corner here. Just LOS that. Okay. Okay, got our boy there. Go ahead and throw him in there. Okay, we're good. Oh my gosh, our Venom needs no one to back out. I'm so glad that Venom players are basically the same they've always been. Okay, there we go. Good, I can't hit a shot. Starting looking through your VOD, kind of like that you added the mouse input display, because I can see you every click you make. Just based on the first scenario, very first scenario you did, it looks very deliberate. Clicking is something, looks like deliberate clicking is something you need to focus on applying going forward. Meaning like clicking only when it's time to kind of thing. Okay, I'm trying back out here. Okay, we're gonna try and back out here. Dude. Bro is... No, he is hitting the tank. Okay. Soul Bond links a bunch of teammates together and splits any damage a linked team takes to all those in the link. Okay, so it just kind of spreads out, kind of takes a communist approach to damage take. Okay, I got it. I respect that. You know, you take it all together. That's cool. Not my cup of tea, you know, but I'm here for it. Okay, that was kind of a cool way to use that. trying to hit our boy there. Okay, they've used a lot of... Okay, they used Loki. Try and block as much as we can. Okay, he's got bubble. Hey, Open Eye, my weekend was honestly really good. How was yours? Another way you could put it is clicking with intention. Clicking when you're very confident in the shots you're taking, clicking with a large focus on accuracy, making each click a deliberate choice. Right, which is more relevant to those first 6 exercises, right? Had some banger VOD sessions with my DPS player, went from Plat 3 to Diamond 5. That's a big jump. Nice. Rocket is really good. Tim just never saw the vision. Yeah, a lot of people didn't because of Tim. So, obviously more relevant to the clicking scenarios. Okay, I'm with you, Zolron. Okay, thank you for that tip. I'll try and keep that in mind for tomorrow. The link can save people from Wanda and Mag ult, which is super powerful for protecting other supports from getting one shot in ultimate. Interesting. Okay. You want to know something kind of crazy about me getting back to Marvel Rivals for the first time today? First time in a while today, that is. I'm already missing perks. Didn't think I'd ever say that. Perks are dope. Did not think I'd find myself saying that I missed them. Don't want to be overbearing. I'll just take a few notes after looking through the VOD and share those with you on Discord. No, not at all. I appreciate that you're taking the time just to help out, man. You know, I said that from the beginning when you first started teaching me how to do this, and I maintain now that this was still a very, very relevant way to handle things. She literally just walked through that. You realize how insane that is that she just died? She's gonna blame me too because I walked through it. That's crazy. That is crazy. She can't clear that jump. Well, maybe... Oh, no, she's not blaming me. Okay, we didn't quite get our boy there. Bro has got to pay more attention. Can't hit a shot. Putting in the work on the coaching side. I love my job. If only I got paid right. Let's see if we can get that out of here. Oh, come on. Okay, we've got a big point. Dude, can you? Bro. Okay, we got the storm out of the sky. You guys have got to... Bro. You guys have one Thor here. Why are you guys losing that? That's crazy. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to turn around more. The Thor is just literally wrecking my team, so...
Looking for a new challenge.
Oh, good shot. Okay.
Such a curious little spider.
Bro. Okay, we are cloak ulting.
I am ready to put
Okay.
on a show.
Literally nothing we can do to help. There's only so much you can do here. Okay, so we got that guy down far enough for her to actually do something with him. Okay, Widow's probably gonna die there. Really not much I can do for you. Bro, where is this team? If you guys didn't ban Punisher, he's not really telling us that that's our problem. That's so crazy. All good. It's so good to see that this community is still exactly what it always has been. Doesn't matter what game you're playing. Okay, we'll just keep doing our very best. Okay, we just ulted in our spawn from one ult from a... Okay. Hey, would you look at that? A storm ult. You know what would be crazy helpful to have right there? Nah, just move on. It is crazy to see the team here that I hate carrying donkeys like this Namor. What? What a wild statement. Yeah, that game was just a rough one to start on. Somehow this guy gets SVP. This guy is wild. This guy is whining that they banned Punisher. Like, it's just, it's so cringe. The whininess from that guy, man. Whiny, whiny, whiny. We just go on to the next one. Can I look and see? Oh, wait. I think I might have just accidentally pulled this out of queue. Okay, no, I didn't. If I go heroes, Magneto, proficiency. We are like 115 proficiency points away from Centurion, and then it'll be on to Lord. So, got several of the like not time restricted ones ready to tick here, so I need to post my TikTok. I just realized I forgot all about it. Which one posted today on the other platforms? I'm gonna tell them I want to be Mag, so that hopefully they actually let it be. I still want to ban Wolverine as a tank player. One tip I've learned from top mag players is that the shield and bubble should be saved quite a bit, primarily for saving teammates. If you see or they're about to take a chunk of damage, saving bubble for teammates and shield for yourself is pretty important. Let me know if I'm backseating is annoying. No. You're good. You're good. You're giving me some thoughts because I don't play this game enough to really know. They want us to ban Namor. I'll be nice and ban Namor. He's wanting to play Spider-Man, so we know flanking can be a challenge for him with Namor. So we have double ban of Namor. Unfortunate.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so bubble for teammates, rarely for yourself. And that's like a habit from playing Zarya that's exactly the opposite. You really don't want to bubble your teammates in anything below diamond. It's your teammates are not typically worth bubbling because it's not really going to save them, which is why you might bubble a teammate. You bubble and engage if you can communicate it well, right? But like, It's a different kind of bubble in this game for sure. So small screen. Yeah. Thanks for the heads up. Because now we would swap right about here. Mag is one of my top characters and what I consider my best character in Celestial. And do you know you don't play this game? I do know you don't play this game much and just want to help where I can. I completely respect and deeply appreciate that in a very sincere sense. Thank you, my friend. Don't feel like you're backseat gaming. Now, if you were telling me I was a loser and I'm just terrible at this game and that I should just be doing, that's a whole different conversation. Okay, so they have a Spider-Man and a Hulk. Or Banner, I guess, right? Okay. Okay. Try and poke out their backline a bit. Give him a bubble. Looked like he was about to... Okay, give her... Nice. Okay. I'm not worried about one cap here if I can try and... I should have probably bubbled my teammate here, but that's okay. Okay, we got him off of here. Where's the Spider-Man? I hear him. Okay, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge to hit a lot of flyers with Magneto. We eat that. One of the most obvious... Why did I bubble? That was an accidental button, I'm gonna be honest. That was a good block. Hopefully that'll encourage him to play a bit more aggressively. Yeah, he's gonna leave here, or if he's smart, he will. I don't know why he didn't leave. Wasn't really trying to go for that, but that's okay. I kind of got panicked there trying to figure out what was going on. Help our boy there who's still stuck in. That was a big play from the Spider-Man there. We're going to try and get out. What the? How did I end up over here? Yeah, Spider-Man did a good ult there. We'll just wait right here. Mag Bubble cleanses Bucky ult, so if one person gets hit with it, you can bubble and negate the ult. Okay. Bubble and negate the ult if they get... Okay. Okay, we just set... Yeah, that's kind of my bad for standing there. Can I just hit a shot? He's right in front of me. Got BRB'd. Where is it at? Okay. I mean, yeah, our Punisher did really good work there. I do think the general principle applies across any game, though, and generally every rank playing for yourself tends to be better than playing for teammates in ranked settings. Yeah, especially if you're solo queuing. Like, even when you're, like, stacked with people, there's definitely more value out of using your cooldowns to help your teammates, because you can communicate, you can figure out whether or not you actually are going to get value out of that, but if you use it for yourself, you nearly guarantee the outcome, right? Or at least much more clearly guarantee your outcome. I'm checking my brother's Snapchats. He sent me a Snapchat. It's his birthday today. It's my maybe my second oldest brother. So he's all of my siblings are younger than me. So he's like the third kid, I guess, however you want to phrase that. So I will say this game feels a lot better. For sure, if you're grouped with competent players who you can coordinate with, that's totally different. Yeah, it just adds a different element completely, for sure. Try and get that out if we can. There we go, give him a bubble to work with. Okay, we're gonna try and back out here. Just kite that. Whoop. Don't think there's much I can do to help, but I'm gonna try. Oh, he backed out. Okay, that's okay. Let's see. What is it to? Is it tab? No. E. Q. I just started pushing buttons. I didn't even think about that. Zoning ultimate. Zoning ult. It was just zoning. Zoning ult. Which one? How do I tell people that my ult's are ready? Which button is it?
Get out of here. What are y'all waiting for?
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
That's a cute turret. That was adorable even. It wasn't even just cute. That was actually like Slay Queen kinds of levels of cute. And then it just disappeared. Oh my. Our Spidey just kind of popped off there. Uh-oh. Oh, it's my middle mouse button. Unfortunate. I've probably watched less than an hour of Marvel Rivals in my life, and I've never touched the game, and I could tell that was bad. Listen. Listen, I don't want to talk about that ultimate, okay? I didn't die once. Okay? Everybody shush. We don't need to talk about the ultimate that happened. It happened. It's a thing in the past. We move on. All right? Don't worry, I definitely clipped it.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Okay, I would like to be Mr. Magneto.
exists where Magneto yields.
Is that streamer mode with this star number thing?
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
They're wanting Groot? Why Groot? That's, I mean, I might as well vote for the, you know, yeah, that's like a crazy unanimous vote for against Groot. I'm wondering if it's like they know of a one trick. If you're going Bucky, I can do rocket for ammo. Okay. I mean, okay, they already banned Wolverine. We're going Bucky. I kind of want to ban Storm. Where is Storm? I'm voting for Storm. I don't even care. Doctor Strange is getting banned? That'd be a weird one. Not seen that happen.
Or villain, I'm not judging.
Confirm the Magneto. Groot is so strong, it's unreal. Really? Is he really strong now? I don't know, Mr. Streamer. I don't know. Obenai.
Charles dreamed of a safe haven for all mutants. At last, I have
30
made a
seconds
reality.
before you attack.
Squish him.
Get ready.
Squish. Just jumping on boxes. Is it C? V is melee?
What's not to love?
Okay.
Don't make it weird.
He has the highest damage output in the game as a self-healing tank. He self-heals? Has that always been the case? I can honestly say I didn't realize it until now, if that is. He's so good, unfortunately I stuck with him. That's fair. I remember when people were trying to get me to play Groot. Oh, we just go in. Come on, guys. Oh, okay. So my team just kind of bailed. It's exciting.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
I mean, I got a pick, so I don't know that I really care that I died there.
The mission area is yours.
Iron Wall gives him up to 111 or 1100 total HP and can eat a minute maximum pulse for breakfast. I mean, I can do that with Magneto's shield. I don't know if that's that crazy. He's immune to CC, I've heard, right? The thing. Ain't no way we just let that happen. Yeah, we just die here. That's crazy. Good Iron Man play. That's kind of insane that my team just died to a maximum pulse. It was like the most obvious thing ever. The audio cues, just listening and knowing he was coming close, would have saved them there. We got you through. Yep. Yep, big. Big. Yeah, you're gonna die there, bud. Huh? What? Huh? Did that not hit them? Did it hit the wall instead? What just happened?
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. We are undefeatable.
Okay. Oh, I thought I... We're just gonna try and get out here. Yeah, I knew we couldn't. Yeah, so what's happening is they're just snowballing off of one really big pick. Oh, our DPS aren't getting picks at all either. Okay, that's my bad. I guess I could be doing better there and helping them out. They're just getting rolled. Although we are unironically playing what we're playing into, what we're playing it into. So it's okay. We keep going. Try and get that out. Okay. Beat that. Oh boy. Dude, are they on double tank? No, it just feels like 2 tanks. Or on triple tank. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I misspoke there. No, I don't think you will. No worries, Daryl. Oh brother. Oh brother. Please leave. Dude, this is bonkers how many ultimates they have. What you got the back? Sure would be nice to have DPS I could get a pick. Jeez. Kind of sucks, but I've learned Mag isn't the greatest against double melee tank comps. It's just a lot to deal with, and shield serves no purpose. True. He can definitely still work, but it's pretty annoying. They have no shields. I'm going Moon Knight. That's not a bad swap, but you couldn't have maybe done that just a little bit sooner, buddy. Mr. 4 and 5. You getting GM1 at least this season ends, I believe. I mean, I'm only playing once a week, so time would be the thing that would hold me back.
You are Midgard's goddess of squirrels, are you not?
Goddess? Me? Heck no. I'm just a girl, and these are just my furry little friends who happen to take my every command.
I too am proud to call a squirrel my ally.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
A squirrel, he says. All right, let's get after it. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Marvel Rivals is already starting to lose its luster for me. Maybe it's because I'm just playing Magneto, though. But I don't know. Like, yeah. I just literally off-angled that guy to death. We used an ulti. Bro, you guys have got to get a pick. I know a lot of people want me to really enjoy this game. There's actually a lot of people that would love to see me move away from Overwatch and just go to this game, like content-wise. And I get it, but like I'm really not as big of a Rivals enjoyer as I am an Overwatch enjoyer, and I don't really think that'll ever change. Okay, let's just back out here a bit. Get back in there. Wow. Man, I just don't know what to do with that. You should do a little experimenting with some of the other tanks. I could do. But But it's not, I don't know. I think it's the third person that throws me off a lot about it. I'm not really a third person gamer, but bro, I'm the only DPS doing it. You are 9 and 6. You aren't doing anything, bro. I don't know what you're coping about right now. Yeah, you're literally getting out DPS'd by your tank. I don't know what you want. That is a wild ego. It's a classic, like, I have Lord status and I don't know how to do anything else. What other tanks would you guys recommend I try out? I might actually do that because I'm just kind of over this today. Like, this is just not fun. Like,
My power cannot be quelled.
like that's just crazy. Strange. I like Strange. I do like Strange. I've played him before. Moon Knight is negative. Yeah, and you're barely positive. Like, that's not a flex. I'm not even gonna sit here and argue. Yeah, well, he's very close to dead. Okay, it's alright. We chase him off. He's gonna do a little ult, I feel like. Okay, we eat that. Literally, I think I have eaten so many of his ults that would have otherwise completely demolished our team. And I would just... Dude. Okay, doesn't do nearly as much as I thought it was going to at that point. It's my fault. Triggered my ult a little too early. Please, I beg, just actually do... Yep, literally, I've killed the Iron Man more times than I think my entire team has. Good ults. Really trying here. Bro, please just kill a support. You guys, they won't stop shooting the tank. That's why we lost. Yeah, I mean, that's just wild that this guy who is, I think was 9 and 7 last I checked, is egoing the one who's negative. Like, come on, man. You're no better. If you're not having fun, do what you want to do, man. I get the discipline thing, but if Rivals isn't the game you're trying to be pro in, no point in playing it if you're not even having fun. Yeah, and that's a lot of it. It's like, it's meant to be having a fun game. Nah, this sucks, man. Your team is so bad. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I know that my schedule is one way, but, like, it's actually less that I'm concerned about the schedule and more that if I were to swap over to Overwatch right now, that it would be a issue in the algorithm for YouTube. Because it's a Marvel Rivals thumbnail. It's only an hour and a half left in stream. I think I may swap, I'm going to be honest. I'm just not having fun. Like, I could try other tanks today. You know what I mean? One more game. You guys thinking one more? Okay, one more, and what I'll do is I'll try a different tank. Okay? You guys suggested Thing, Hulk, Groot, and Strange. I think Hulk is way too big of a skill ceiling for how little time I put in. I think Strange I'd be open to playing some Strange. There's enough familiarity and enough difference there that I'd be willing to try it. But let me go use the restroom really quick. I've been really doing well at, like, taking care of my health and drinking a lot more water. Groot is the most OP tank. You know what? I'll try Groot. I will. Like, full commit. I'm trying Groot. Give me just a couple, though. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, wall placement. I mean, I played May a bit and enjoyed May's walls on Overwatch, but hey, no worries, Jotun. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And then Zolron said, depends on what your goal is. If you want to optimize the stream algorithm, you might be right. If you'd rather practice getting a bit better at Overwatch, then do that. Just depends on your priorities. Right now, my priority is competing, and that's part of the thing. Like, I know I want to be a creator by next year. Like, I'm a full-time creator now, but I really want to be, like, primarily a creator and secondarily a competitor after next year. Because I just know that my... Whoops, that's the wrong scene. I just know that my time is short, you know, in the grand scheme of things. So, sorry, we'll load up. We're going to try and play Groot. If Groot doesn't work out, because I've seen him getting banned quite a bit, I'll play Strange. And if I'm just not feeling it, guys, I'm going to go over to Overwatch. Because I'm not going to force myself to play a game I'm not enjoying. And if I do, I'll be honest with you. Can I try with you? I appreciate so much the offer, but I try to keep myself solo queue on stream. It just keeps things easier for me, to be honest with you. I have a hard time engaging with my chat when I have someone in a Discord call or voice or just queued up with me, because I feel like I'm obligated in some way, which I know I'm not, but it's just how my brain works. So I've literally never played Groot. So let me change the stream title over on Twitch at least. Okay. And then, like I said, if we after this game here, if I'm just not feeling it, I'll move right back over to Overwatch, because I'd rather, honestly, there's a big part of me that wants me to just drop Rivals right now, because if I'm not enjoying it, it was really just meant to be a game that I can play that's similar enough to Overwatch that I can enjoy the shooter genre and keep the algorithm intact. But I'd rather just focus. That's something I've thought about, even just outside of not enjoying Rivals, is that I'd actually really like to put this other stream into Overwatch, because I need to focus on being a competitor first this year, and then next year I can focus on being a creator and going well beyond the scope, right? Oh wait, let's have it. So we'll see. Yeah, and here's the thing, it doesn't make Rivals a bad game just because I'm not enjoying it. You know, there's plenty of people who don't like Overwatch, and it doesn't make it a bad game. Definitely don't want to deal with this guy. But we'll see. Let me see what happens after Groot here, and if I don't find that I enjoy it, I'll play some off-stream Rivals as much as I can and just try and determine whether it's a game I actually enjoy before I try bringing it back again, because it would be something that I would just have to at that point. I'm seeing Luna Snow getting offered to be banned a lot. I'll jump on the bandwagon. Okay. Fun fact, there's a league in Overwatch called Overwatch Bot League, full of bots of various difficulties and teams with names, and has gone through a full season. I love it. That's crazy. I would never have expected that.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
All right. Sorry, I just family chat was popping off a little bit, and I just looked at it. That's really funny. How's it going? What's up, Zelo? It's going good. We're trying out Groot for a game here, and if I don't find myself enjoying the game still, I'm probably just gonna play Overwatch for the rest of the stream. As much as like I would, you know, like to have more than one,
30 seconds before you attack.
more than one game to play on stream, I still have to play properly. Okay, so we build, left shift, adjust the angle. Okay, E. Okay, you can just rotate it. Okay. Okay. Explodey boy. Okay.
Starts in 5, 4,
Alright, let's see what we can do.
2, 1.
I think I understand his ultimate too. It basically just is like a grab.
Got it?
Oops. I'm gonna be honest with you, that was completely the wrong wall. I keep misplacing my walls. Okay. A little bit different. I'm still getting used to the walls.
Help get that vehicle to its destination. Surface.
Can we get in there and fight? That should be... Get that down. I was trying to get that a lot further out. Okay. Oh. Is that plat? I don't play Rivals, don't recognize its rank icon. It's Diamond. Diamond 2, I think, is what I'm actually on. Can we get this guy out, guys?
By the eye of Agamotto.
That's over. Yeah. I can see him being fun. Okay. Let's get him taken care of real quick. Okay, so that... That's just Jover. Okay, I thought if you didn't walk on the outside edge of that, you were good. Apparently, it doesn't matter. Okay. I will say more fun so far than Magneto.
Underneath the surface of this planet? Ew.
Oh, really? You guys couldn't just let it go, huh? Oh. I think we'll just hang out over here. Hope that's okay with everyone else. Okay. Anyway.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Prepare to engage. Together to victory. Here's how you shoot.
So close. This is your big chance.
Enjoy the amplifier.
Disappear.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
I knew you cared. Next stop.
Mind the exploding
Thor's my favorite tank. Really fun when you get on a roll. That's fair. I can see Groot being fun, just to be clear. I could see him being very fun.
things up, including which side you're on.
I am Groot.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I feel like I did okay. First game on with Groot here. Any critiques or thoughts from you guys? Is that where we're at with my chair now? Oh, okay. I thought it was just broken. I'm like, oh, exciting. This chair is it's 5 years old, so it wouldn't be that big of a surprise if it was just ready to be done.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Would you look at us? The man out of time and the cyborg assassin.
I love that emote, by the way. Menace. That's freaking hilarious. It looks like Jesus with lightsabers to me. And that's probably exactly what it is, but that's what it looks like. And I appreciate the color choices as well, the Guardian and blue.
The battle starts
That's good.
in 5, 4,
Don't worry.
3, 2.
Why are we all the way back there, guys? Can we get up here?
Stop them from securing the
What are we
missionary.
doing? Oh, I should probably not stand up there. Blocking his angle.
I can take it.
Holy crap. We were just feeding him ultimate. Once again, I have DPS that can't get picks. It's just so frustrating. I have my ult.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Literally don't think it matters though.
Can't hold back anymore. Together to victory.
What the heck? Oh, we're going? Can't hit this guy. Is clobbering what?
This is real firepower. Armed and dangerous.
Try and keep getting out. I don't know what bro was doing there. What was bro cooking?
Only 60 seconds left.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Oh, of course. Like, that's just so cringe. Okay. Yeah, nope, I'm not here for it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just not enjoying it. I'm gonna be on Overwatch after this game for today. I won't say anything about next week one way or the other until I've had some time to chew on it, but definitely for today, I'm just done with Rivals. It's just not as fun as I'd like it to be. I really think that for me, Rivals had like a, what's the word I'm looking for? A honeymoon phase, and it's just, I think it's over.
Together to victory.
Yeah, just completely destroyed them. I am legit nearly completely outperforming my DPS on eliminations on a hero I've never played. Yeah, I definitely just want to go play Overwatch. I'm going to be honest. That's where I'm at. And that's okay. I understand that several of you are going to leave because of it and that I may actually lose subs and followers over it too, and that's okay. I just don't think that I enjoy it as much as I should to continue to play this game. Why does the wall keep following like almost instantly?
By the eye of Agamotto. Again.
Get ready.
Again. Okay, hold your horses. I'll deploy another beat. Again.
I have a friend that feels the same way about each game. Like feels the same, like enjoys Overwatch more? What the heck?
Disappear.
Hey, bro.
60 seconds left.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. What just happened? Did they teleport? Likes Overwatch more than Rivals. Yeah, and I think that's just kind of where I'm at with it. It's personal preference, and I know that not everybody agrees. There's a lot of people that that just really decided to hop on the haterade for Overwatch in the last little while too. Oh, you just missed everyone with your ult. How embarrassing. Judge what?
Final score 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that Groot is more fun for me than Magneto, but I think it's just because it's a fresh perspective on the game. And I think that honestly that's my problem is like it's just a matter of time before I eventually just decide that I'm done with Rivals, and I think that to continue to play the game despite that is just deceptive at best, even though I'm not trying to be. I just think that's how it would come across. So put something together and talk about it more later, but I definitely think I'm gonna at least consider being done with Rivals in general. I don't have any hatred towards it, it's just not fun for me. That's all. You know what I mean? So, but I am definitely gonna boot up Overwatch for the last hour of stream so that we can still give you guys some content anyway. But yeah, I just think that Overwatch just is my it's my squeeze, man. It's my game. I'll swap categories over on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll have chaptered this for you after the stream is over. If you're just not interested in it for right now, that's okay. I like both. Overwatch servers were failing last week, so I played more Rivals. Yeah, there was a lot of problems with the servers last week, on Saturday especially. I enjoy your Rivals content more, but you play what you want more. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just don't think I can be authentically 100% myself playing Rivals. It's just not as fun to me. It's kind of where I'm landing right now, you know? All right. Quite the rank range there. Plat 4 to Diamond 4. Runasapi is definitely a Zarya game for me. Big screen it? Oh, don't worry, I will. Yeah, once we're in the game, I will. We knew the 5-second countdown is kind of what I go for these days. Okay, so what is my in-game sends in Overwatch? It was 3.85. Why was... Okay, well, we can at least take it down to 2.8 then, because it was quite a bit. Okay, that's still like crazy 360. There we go. Okay, so one of the big things I've been working on with Zarya is my bubble usage and really trying to maximize them a bit better. Okay, we don't need bubbles yet. We're going to keep taking space. Got a Sigma there. We're going to go over here and challenge this. Oh, okay. Bad bubble. That's okay. Okay, still no bubble or no charge right at the moment. Okay. Okay, we don't quite get a pick there. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get out. We're gonna try, but no, I don't. It's okay. I didn't use any of my bubbles there for a minute. I hesitated so much and just didn't really use it. Game scene is frozen. What the heck? Why is that image up? My bad. Am I the only one saying BAP in the practice range? No. No. Your boy had that screenshot in there to help me overlay everything into the game when I was fixing all the overlays. So, sorry about that. So sorry. Okay. Okay. Okay, we are heavily down. Bro. This may just be a very unfortunate game we're going to see. Bro. Yeah, they're just getting all picked by this Venture. I'm going to have to turn around. The Venture shouldn't be getting as much value, but yeah, they are. A Brig just lost a 1v1 to a Tracer, by the way. Okay, where are my supports right now? We're going forward. Where is my support right now? Bastion's probably not going to be able to do much there, okay? Okay. We turned to fight. Bubbles looked a lot better. I had a lot more charge, which gave me a lot more options. Come back around. Okay, we got a... Okay, we got that. Genji. Yeah, we may as well go, actually. I have no charge, but I have a bubble. Hold this angle. Okay, Tracer was shooting. Yep, both bubbles are used. Okay, it was a big grab. Big grab. Yep, that grab actually saved us. I didn't have any charge, so if my team hadn't turned on that, it would have been a bigger problem. But I think that was good. Bubbles are looking a lot better. Try not to peek. We don't have ult, so we could actually sit here and farm some ult charge. Okay, we push the Genji back. That was a good bubble. Save my Genji. There's a Venture here. Okay. Go on the Venture. Yep. So that was good. That was really good gameplay for me. I'm very proud of that moment. Okay. He didn't have a way out. He was taking some pressure. We don't have any ult charge right now, or we don't have enough ult charge to justify completely backing out. Okay. Good burrow. Okay, good. Where are you at? cover. We're gonna try and back out here. Okay, I may actually just need to die. Or who do I have here? I have a Bastion. Okay, we actually do get out. Let's go straight back to our supports and see if we can help our team out. Okay, we use rally. I knew he was going to go in. Yeah, I got a little charge. We need to back out, though. I don't know why no one went with me to get the Sigma there, but that's okay. I need to get some charge. Or look for my Genji. He's not here yet. I'm dead. Yep. That was just a bad grab. This guy is teabagging a Genji. Would you get back into the fight, please? Oh my gosh. It's okay. He had to have his ego moment. That's fair. See if we can help our teammate out. Keep doing damage to the shield. Good reactions here. Okay. Just kind of sustain the corner a bit here. Good. Okay. Cool. That was good. Really good DPS here as well. Enabling our Genji seems to be our best move so far. Our Tracer is also doing very well. So now that it looks like their Venture has swapped from Venture, which is exciting because I despise dealing with Ventures. At least good ones. I mean, I could care less about a bad one, you know. Okay, we have 1 HP. Good deflect. I don't know why we keep doing that. Oh, think I make it out. Underneath, grab the mini. Okay, we're gonna hold on to bubbles, try and keep our team out. Okay. Where is... Oh my gosh. I really hope we don't lose that from that one fight there. That would be such a bummer. Go for point, go for point. I'm going on Diva. Don't jump on it. Just try to do your best to hold it there, okay? I'm on my way. We gotta touch it though. We got 7 meters. I'm on it. Basically just doing my best to eat everything I can. Okay, Zen's back here, 1 HP. Yeah. Close game. It's over. It is so over. We couldn't even kill a... Oh, maybe it's not. Quit shooting the tank. Don't shoot the tank. Shoot anything else. Tracers, no recall. Yeah, that's over. Yeah, you just had to stop shooting the tank. It's literally the whole problem. GG, though. Good luck on next. That was literally all it was. These DPS were just shooting the tank the entire time. So we go avoid, and we go up. That's view career profile. We go avoid, and we commend our supports. We move on. Close game. Hated losing it, but it's a close one. So, you know, you can't be too upset with those. Been here the entire time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just... Rivals is just not as fun as I was hoping it was going to be today, that's all. Hi, beautiful. Oh, hello. Yes. Oh, well, I appreciate that one below, for real. Thank you. Ugh. Yeah, that was
5 in DC, hell yeah.
Oh god, I forgot I have my sound on. We better turn that off before I get banned. Social sound, voice chat volume. Please let me turn that off. Thank you. Okay. I mean, positive person. Hi, sweetie. Are you going for sure? You're gonna make yourself go. I think it's a good call. Nothing against the Junkrat player. I never know anymore. I didn't realize my audio was still on, to be honest. So 5 more seconds. Are they bringing back 66 in roll queue ranked? I have no idea, but if they do, you can bet your butt I'd try it. 6v6 roll queue, I think it's so much fun from what little I've experienced, and I just think that the open queue thing was such a big mistake. Okay, we have plenty of armor. We're gonna make a play. Try and kind of hold these two back. Don't grip me, bro. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do for these guys. We just started staggering heavily. Okay. Come on. Tried to touch. Oh, we're Junkratting into 2 snipers. Oh, we're playing Junkrat, or Junkratting the Genji Widow now, to be fair, but that's still, you haven't gotten a pick, dude. You're just shooting the tank. Try and set up top early. Better back out. Please. I have a Ashe who couldn't get that pick that whole time. It's so frustrating. It's okay. They got more picks. Hello, Jamie. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm trying to play some aggressive plays and kind of botching it, so that's on me. I'm trying to use my health pool a bit more. That's a lot. I'm just gonna try and get out. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go point in 3, 2, 1. Dropping down. Gonna go challenge the Juno. Juno 1. Juno dead. Going on the Ana next. Probably a sleep dart. Nice. I'm gonna chase the Widow. Don't worry. Good job. I probably just have to hard calm this because as soon as that happened, it worked. Bully him. Widow's low. Not really sure what else I can really do. The Junkrat is so far forward. I'm gonna go in with my bomb here. Winston's dead. Can we touch point? On another sleep dart. My team's not with me, so I'm not going to push any further. You guys aren't with me, I'm with you. Backing out. I'm going to try and get around the corner here. Drop into you. Help your life weaver if you can. Go on Genji. Genji, no deflect. I'm going on Juno. Juno dead. I'm going to go on the Ana now. Ana is half on point. I'm gonna try and leave. Oh, we're still playing Junkrat. That's really unfortunate. Watching a Minecraft documentary earlier was a great watch. That'd be kind of cool, like just like how it was created and stuff, I assume. Nope. My son is okay, by the way. I'm not sure what is happening, but he's fine. Rachel's with him, so. I'm gonna go off to the Widow here. You guys cannot keep peeking this Widow. On Widow now. Widow's dead. On their back line, the Ana. I'm slept. Nope, don't rip. I was fine. Oh, our life weaver. I'm gonna mute chat. unfortunately, we were just continuing to play Junkrat into all of that, and I really don't know what he was thinking. But that's okay. We had a Junkrat who's 8 and 7, and I think that's a Tracer primarily, and an Ash that's 10 and 9. So I mean, there's just not much I can do besides maybe I could make a swap on attack here, but I feel like Diva is actually fine, and I just want to force myself to keep playing a hero that I can learn something on. We are dangerously close to a D rank here, and I think that if we do lose this, it will be a D rank back to Plat 1, or Plat 2, excuse me. So, be a huge bummer, but there's really not much I can do. I mean, I don't mean any disrespect to any of these guys, but this is just, I don't know what they're doing. Nice target priority, though, too, targeting the enemy sports, trying to. It was a YouTube-style Minecraft documentary about an anarchy server. In simple terms, a server with 0 rules, has a wild history, but it's a fun watch. That's pretty cool. Jamie, I love videos like that. My friends are all clowning me for it. Hey, to heck with your friends then if they're clowning you. I mean, if we're just playing who we want to play, we're going to play Zarya. And the other reason I'm thinking, like, strategically to do this, I know I was just saying I was going to play Diva and commit, but I think that if I go ahead and play Zarya, it's going to force me to play and at least see what's going on, because right now, I'm just going, like, balls deep. Like, I'm just going straight into the back line, and it's working. We're getting good picks. Okay, we are going to have to play slow, though. We are on a Zen Kiri. Hey, we're still playing Junkrat. Alright, come back around to where my Kiri is. Yep, he's still going to be chased a bit. Okay. Where is my team? Where are we at? I'm gonna peek the corner here. Chase Genji out. On no sleep dart. Winston's low, nice. On his half up here, no sleep. Chasing the Ana. Watch down here. Where's this Ana? How'd she get up there? I'm gonna try and pressure her back. Just Genji on us. I'm on the Ana. Ana's half over here. If we can kill this Ana, we can get this fight over. Ana's 1, dead. I'm getting jumped around by a Winston here. I'm gonna try and go up on this Widow. I can't help you, Kiri. Nice. I'm gonna go up on that Widow and just try and push her back. Okay, I have Grav. Juno's dead. I have the knockback perk now. Good stuff. Oh. I'm in voice, but I have everything muted, FYI. Is there any thought of just swapping out the Junkrat? I think the Junkrat's cool and all, but it hasn't been working real well. Coming around the corner here, I have bubbles. I overextended, that's on me. Okay, after tire, sick. clever name. Mauga is not necessary here. We're fine. Appreciate the suggestion, though. We also make it really hard to challenge the Widow in the back there. Okay, I have 45 charge, no bubbles though. Careful. Yeah, Genji out of a... Ooh. Genji here. Half, low, 1. Careful, Juno. There you go. Go on the Ana if you can. Yeah, we're down to support right now. Ana, killable, 1. Okay, I'm gonna look to see who he starts juggling. It's probably not gonna be me. I'm gonna try and hit their team up here. There you go, good job. I got you, you're good. I'm on the Juno here. Juno's half. Genji's 1. Going near is Juno. Ana back here, care. Dropping down, burning. Oh, don't worry about them that are in chat right now. There's nothing you can do to help them. It's okay. Now we'll just make them make new alts at least, guys. Sorry about that. Hard to deal with people who would rather degrade someone who's trying to do something than go build something themselves. It is hard to deal with that when you're playing. So, they're talking about me not having a job. Clearly, they're, you know, very employed themselves. I just hit the biggest grab of my life, but no one's here. I got the Juno. Hey man, GG. I don't know what I could have done more to help you guys, to be honest. But I hope you guys have a good game. There's really not anything else I could have done to help that team. Needed help with the dive. I don't mean any disrespect. You're playing Kiri. That was just like, that's just not, that one's just not on me, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. And that's part of why, like, I think I D rank on that one, which is a bummer, but there's really, that's just not on me. Like, we just couldn't, you know, as players, we couldn't actually position in a way that, oh, where'd the times go? Couldn't position in a way where we couldn't die to a Winston Genji. So, is what it is. I love laughing at you. It's invigorating. Right on. That's all he has to do. Yeah, well, and it's crazy because, like, Twitch has already detected the person's a ban evader, so they just flagged it. It won't even come through. So, yeah, that's what's crazy. They talk about me like I have a miserable life, but yeah, you know, they're way more miserable themselves. This is how they're going to spend their time. So, on Paraíso, let's go Diva and do our very best. That's all we can do. Feel sorry for him. Honestly, you know, there's a big part of me that does feel sorry for him. The other part of me is just like, man, I wonder if they spent, whoever this is, if they spent the same amount of time hating on me that they do, if they were to take the time that they spend hating on me and just like really like, there's like the occasional, you know, comment thing, and that's one thing. But like this person, whoever they are, that's like super dedicated, right? If they took half the time they spent dedicated to hating on me, what could they make with their life? You know? They can make some pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, there's honestly, yeah, there is an emulator, and I know that, but I really want the original experience. I got to figure out how to capture it though. I don't understand the point of trying to bring down a father making a living. Well, because in their minds, the only way to do it is the traditional way, and that's okay. They were told that, so now they're miserable as a consequence. Don't have to be in that hallway. Walking on the Life Weaver. Moira no fade. Good stuff. I'm going on the Genji. He's one. Good. Going on the Moira. Moira's 1 HP back here. Dead. Going on with the Echo. Okay, the Echo's 1 back there. Nice. If you guys go on the Life Weaver, I'll hold Diva. Watch that Hanzo arrow. Get out. That's my bad. Got a little greedy. My bad, my bad. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jamie. I'm on my way. I'm going to go straight to point, by the way. Sorry for feeding my brains out there. That was on me. Going up and over. I don't make it, do I? Oh, I make it barely, but just long enough to kind of prolong the point more than anything. Yeah, the feed was probably not good. GoPro on my head? True. Wait, did we just blade? Okay, he's swapping. Okay, got it. I'm like, no way we bladed there. I see now. Forced out copy. I swear if you swap with full ult, you will keep a little ult charge. Yeah. Okay, they remake. Oh, we're swapping. Pushing the back line. I got slept. Good reaction from that on out. Hanzo dead. On the sim. Oh. I pushed that button a little too early. My bad. Arn, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Over here. Better get out. Oh, we're just counter swapping me hard, huh? Just get in there with precision. Okay, I don't have a bomb. We just nano right at the end. She said nano, so I went in. Maybe we, yeah. They've just hard counter swapped, so I'm gonna go ahead and play Zarya then. I'll mirror swap it though. I don't need to counter it. Mercy, come here. Going up top. Gonna go to the back line here. On the Ana. I didn't react fast enough, I'm sleeping. Backing out a bit here. MA is stuck behind. I don't have a bubble. I just got grabbed. I don't have anything to help you. Now I do. There's an Ana out there burning. They're really just going to counter swap again, aren't they? No, they're just swapping the touch. Ugh. So we just go to Zarya, I guess, then. They had to, like, 3 hard counters to try. That is so crazy cringe. I'll just mirror it. It does not bother me. We just mirror and we win. It does not matter. Counter swap failed. Well, I mean, it didn't fail. It forced me to swap off D.Va, so in that sense, it succeeded, but... We also have a pretty competent team this time around, which is nice. First game on, we lost it, and it was a really close game. Second game, we just got stomped because my teammates would not stop shooting the tank the whole game. Happens. This game, we have competent teammates again, so it's going to be another close game.
We will crush them. I'd rather wait a century for progress than
20 assists. Yeah, our Mercy's goated. Unironically. By the way, our second DPS here, I'm pretty sure we played... They've been in one of our games, either on our team or on the enemy team before today. That name seems to ring a bell. We'll have to look afterward, but they are definitely tank botting. They're shooting the tank constantly. How you got 33 healing? The spotter perk, I bet. Thank you. I'll take the free charge. I'll take the free charge again. Too low to keep trying to peek that. Okay, we're gonna go back up top. Kirino TP. Alari behind, only support up. Okay, you guys, you're 3v1, you got it. We're holding the team. Good stuff. Reaper TP up top. Care. Spamming my bubbles again. It's my fault. Sorry, one bubble down. Sorry, both bubbles out. Dude. Okay, Reaper gets out. Just let him walk. My bad, not turning around. Watch above. He's just trying to farm ult. Don't worry about him. Zarya, one bubble down. Reaper behind. Focus the Kiri. Nice. May next. Okay, Zarya's one, but we gotta get the Alari out or she's just gonna keep her up. Can we go for a res? Nope. We lose that fight too. It's okay, we've got plenty of time over these guys. We're gonna win it. Why would you swap Diva into Zarya? Bro, I don't know. Mercy, try and peek me. I'm up here main. Help your Mercy. One bubble. Okay, two bubbles. Quit shooting the bubbles. She has no bubbles. Looking at her backline right now. I'm gonna try and get out. I'm getting out. I'm okay. Genji, try and leave. I'm gonna look for you here. We just burned one of their ults. If we go up top here and just wait a second, we're down to support, so we want to give it a sec. She's got grab, and she's definitely looking for it. One bubble down. Zarya's down both bubbles again. Looking at her back line. Forgot how to navigate this. Watch for grab. I'm on again. I'm on you. Where we can go. I'm on the Alari. I'm pushing the Alari back. Watch for May wall. She's gonna try and wall us back there. Yep. She tried. May no ice. Kiri. Nice. Alari next. Okay, well, Alari can't do anything all the way up there, so. Nice. I'm coming around, Genji. I got you. Look to me. Big. I'm going in on that. Cast one. Coming back to our Moira at a hold point. We have Grav and Valk here. When I Grav, just try to Valk it. It'll be a really good way to roll here. Looking for Grav in 3, 2, 1. Valk here. Watch for that. Walk past it if you can. My fault. I thought that would work. They just blizzarded. I'm getting rezzed. Oh boy. I mean, I don't know if there's anything I can do back here. I'm gonna try and get out. I'm on the Moira, who is half, no fade. Okay, all of their supports are occupied. I am dead here, but they're may no ice. Can we focus supports? Getting rezzed again. Help your mercy. Yeah, I can't do anything for you there, Genj. Right. Dude. Okay. Yeah, I kind of agree. The reses have not been great. Going back to D.Va, I know that sounds crazy, but okay, we gotta quit peeking. I don't mean any disrespect, but that's a problem. Wait, why did we... Okay, we got one. Yeah, we're down pretty heavy here. I'm gonna go around. Going onto our back line. I'm gonna go onto the Kiri here. Kiri has no way out. Okay, Venture, you ready to go in? Let's rock. Moira, right here. Moira. Why are we rezzing? Yeah, I don't mean any disrespect. That's just not me. GG. We move on. There's just nothing we can do. Report our mercy? Brother, the mercy was fine. That's a little egregious.
Play of the game.
Man. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do for a game like that one. So we'll go one more, but we'll go on our off roll at this point. I'm not gonna risk continuing to D rank. Seems like a rough day for Q, so we just move on. One thing I suggest for using bubbles for energy would be use bubbles when you're certain it'll take damage. Yeah. I think my average charge was rough that game, honestly. So we'll just play a game on Soldier to wrap things up well and move right on, man. It is not that serious. It was a bummer of a day in that sense, because we just had a couple of really close games that really needed to be a team stop shooting the tank thing, but there's really not much you can do. Kind of agree with the Genji. Those reses were more troll than hell. Yeah, and I as much as I get the perspective, reporting is wild. She wasn't trolling on purpose. It wasn't an intentional throw. She probably just sees, a moth to a flame kind of thing. It's not good, but that's not reportable is my point. Does that make sense? Like, reporting that is just wild. Sounds good, Jace. I'm actually gonna endorse. Yeah, it just is what it is, man. I do wish that I do wish more people would take this seriously, because even like our Moira last game mouthed off about why are you guys taking it so seriously? It's a game. Well, if you don't take it seriously, go play quick play. That's what it's there for. I don't have any problem with people not taking the game seriously, but if you are going to play in this game mode, Sojourn 1. Holy crap, I just got logged. My bad. Where was he at? I was around a corner, wasn't I? Huh. Alright, well, he hit a shot. Good for him. That was a great shot. Yeah, hold on a minute. I don't know about that. I don't know about that also. Wait. I'm not sure, Nightmare, if you actually put a link in the chat there. I'd have to look back and see what the deleted message was. But, by the way, he's not hacking. He's just got a decent shot. You did not put any link? Yeah, it sometimes will mistake things. Huh. Bro, I don't know. This guy is hitting some wild shots. He's either disgustingly good at Hanzo or he's cheating in some fashion or form. Like, that's... I thought maybe he wasn't, but some of these shots are starting to look a little suspicious. For funsies, let's go over here. That was a good shot. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hear that. Make sure that wasn't there. Whoops. That was a silly play. That's on me. Let's go Sojourn for fun. I kind of wanna. I did not mean to push a direction in that. Probably a very unpopular opinion that won't be received well by Smurfs, but Smurf cheaters are extremely rare and even more so in lower ranks. Yeah, they definitely are rare. That's not a not an opinion, that's just a straight up fact. It's not as common. Bro, I know for sure both my sports weren't right next to me. I mean, yeah, it's a fact, but some people can't accept it. So just wanted to word things on the safe side. Nah, don't word facts on the safe side. If there's a fact, man, it's a fact, right? Like, it's a fact right now that picking Mercy is unironically giving you a really high chance to win a game. Just statistically speaking, you can't get around the stats, man. People may not like it. I mean, I certainly don't. I feel like that's about to be an ultimate. Oop. Playing damage? Yeah, I had a couple of rough tank games, just needed a breather, and it's my last game of the stream, so I wasn't gonna make it, you know, a down on a negative, you know. Oh, I thought that jump would work. That's definitely an ult. Only cheaters that don't get banned as soon as possible are usually established players who are high ranked using cheats to boost them slightly higher than GM. Yeah. I mean, and I haven't seen the stats on that, but I believe you. Is how I would phrase it. Let's see if we can wrap this game up before 5 o'clock, huh? I run into cheaters in every rank. This game has a cheater problem. I don't think it does. I think it may be a problem, but at a very small level. Like, I play a lot of Overwatch, right? I play a fair amount of Overwatch. Maybe not as much as some of the other grinders, but smurfing is cheating. Yeah, I mean, no, not according to TOS it isn't, but I understand what you're saying. The thing is, people who cheat in lower ranks are usually not in the know of how to access very hard to detect cheats, so they just get banned. True. Wow, I'm here at the same time that you're live. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Soren. How are you? Smurfing is against TOS? I don't believe that it is. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of streamers who get away with it in a weird way. Who actually, yeah, but did it get banned for smurfing? Because I don't believe that's a bannable offense. Yeah, I'm with these. Hold on. What was the actual term? Because I don't believe there's a ban that literally says it's smurfing. Screenshot and throw it in the Discord. That's what I would ask from you, is just screenshot and throw it in the Discord. It said I was cheating? Oh. Well, maybe because you looked like you were cheating because you were that good. I don't know that it was because of smurfing. I don't think that's a fair thing to call it. Ooh, nice shot, Soj. Ah, that's that same, like, weird shot, like, crazy inconsistent aim. So. And again, I'm not trying to be a hater or anything, Nightmare. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying that, like, if you play well enough, of course you're going to appear like you're cheating. Doesn't matter what, if it's a smurf or a main. One of my buddies got banned on his main because he was accused of cheating. He had a crazy good game. Hit, like, next to every shot. He had, like, an 80% accuracy. But, like, he was streaming, so he was able to prove it. You know what I mean? Oh, imagine I hit that shot. Yeah, for sure. What the? I tried to slide, it didn't work. That's probably what happened. Probably. Yeah, quantity of reports, which is sad. It should be something they verify, but it's okay. I've had 20 plus accounts get banned, and sometimes they say it's for cheating, and other times it says just for breaking some policy. They don't specify if I never break a rule. Interesting. Yeah, I've always said if for some reason I got banned on this game, I'd just move on to a new one. It's no sweat off my back. If they want to ban me for it, it's some silly thing. Nah. I don't do anything bannable intentionally, so. But they're both really low back there. That pressured them back. Cool. Get to end on a win. I'll take it. That is a good win as well. Our tank was completely goated. Yeah, this is your average Bastion play of the game right there. It was expected. And I still got 23%. That's crazy. I'm going to be honest with you. The multipliers, while they've done a really good job like sharing some transparency with us, the multipliers, like the up and down, what are they? They aren't multipliers. What are they called? Modifiers or whatever for your wins and losses. I don't think they have and they need to have a flat effect, right? This is my one thought I'll share on that. I think that it needs to be it was expected. Okay, you lose 2% of what you would have gained. So if you would have gained 20%, if 20% is the flat normal for a win, then you would have said, okay, well, it was expected, so you only gain 18%. And then, of course, there's going to be variables that happen as you play, like, wide matches and stuff. But, like, I feel like the math isn't real clear. Because there's times where I've gotten expected and I only gained, like, 16% on a not wide match game. And then there's that game right there where it was 23% that I gained. How? Like, what was the difference in that game versus the other one is really the question I'd like to see answered. But, you know, is what it is. So, but anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, I think MMR is actually a good thing. I'll agree to disagree with you there. I think that, you know, it's almost impossible to match you in a perfectly balanced game every time. And if they know there's a favor one side or the other, I'd rather have a slightly shorter queue time and lose or gain a little bit more SR. Yeah, I know. It does average out in the end zone run. I just think that it would feel a little bit better, which is what they're trying to do with it, right? Their goal was to make the game feel a little bit better. And I think they would succeed a little bit more if they did that, but that's my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. Really solid day. It was a bummer to D-rank, but it happens, man. You're going to have D-rank days, and it was only a few games that we played. If we had maybe been playing Overwatch all day, I could have, you know, potentially made it right back into Plat 1. So it seems like we're starting to bottleneck a little bit at Platinum 1. We finally got out of the Plat 4, Plat 3 bounce, but now we got to Plat 1, and we seem like we're just kind of bouncing back and forth there, but... Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I've got my kids are hanging out with me tonight, and my wife's going to be leaving here in like 45 minutes, so I want to make sure I'm ready to take on the challenge of having all three of them. I'm always amazed that she can do it all day, but I gotta figure it out, get my mindset in the right place. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do know this was a Marvel Rivals stream, and it ended on Overwatch, which is very abnormal. Normally, I commit to whatever game I told you I was going to play. Is there a Discord somewhere for you? Yes, ! Discord in the YouTube chat there, and you should get the link, or you can just check the live stream description as well. But I will see you guys tomorrow. The rest of the week's Overwatch, and quite frankly, there's a good chance, I'm going to chew on it for the rest of the week, but there is a good chance that we stop playing Rivals. I'm going to be honest. It just wasn't it for me. It was not fun, even swapping to a new hero. So I'll probably just stay on the Overwatch grind and just lock it in. So, but either way, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing off. You guys take it easy.